Hello folks, welcome back to our Let's Play for Final Fantasy X, and we just defeated Lord Ocho in the previous episode, and we're going to go ahead now and start making our way to the temple. So we can just head north out of Kilika Woods into the next area, and there is a save point we can use, but we'll get to the cutscene first.
These stone steps have a history, you know. Yep, Lord O'Holland trained here at his peak.
A race, huh? Think you can beat me?
Yuna, if you would.
Ready?
Hey!
Huh? Hey!
Okay, looks like we've got control back of the party. So one thing I would recommend if you have enough ability spheres is to give Tidus the haste ability at the sphere grid. Sadly, I do not quite have enough ability spheres left, so I won't be doing that just yet. And ability spheres are quite rare drops. They only drop, I think, off higher level monsters. So you probably will get a shortage of them at some point anyway. And here's a boss fight we have to take care of first. Another Sinspawn creature. So what we're going to do is have Tidus start off by casting just standard attacks on the tentacle things. Try and get rid of those. We're going to have Waka silence the actual boss. That will prevent him from casting water.
How about magic?
While he's in his closed position, he is basically vulnerable to fire. So we're definitely going to be using Lulu. We need to get him down to 2,400 health, at which point he will open up.
Its tentacles absorb any spell.
What was that? Oh right, okay, we need to kill the tentacles first then, do we? Well, I'm guessing they're vulnerable to fire as well. So that is definitely going to be our first priority then. Sorry about that, I did make a slight mistake there, but nothing we hopefully can't handle. Get rid of these quickly, that's the plan. And Lulu can fire on these. So the tentacles have around about 450 health. And we are exactly 4 points of health short of killing it, which is a little bit annoying if I'm going to be honest with you. But there we go, it's down. And now we can take care of the main dude. The goal, of course, as I said, to open up this shell, which Tidus should do here, or not.
It's hard as rock. My sword's no good.
Right, Waka should do it then. And now it should be just as vulnerable to physical attacks as it is to magical attacks. I do, of course, just need to keep an eye on the health bars here. We could throw that antidote onto Tidus, but he is going to go down pretty fast, so let's get a couple more attacks on him, and then maybe we can think about bringing Yuna out for the Aeon. We'll go for another fire attack here, and since Tidus has the poison, we'll switch him out now for Yuna. Yep. And straight away we will get the summon out. You don't have to get the summon out, you could just heal up your party if that's the way you want to play it. but I'm not really in the mood for all the healing and whatnot that we could do, so we can delay this guy's turn. Not a bad thing to do, I would say. 100 points of damage isn't a whole lot, but we're going to stick to the 5 attacks, and hopefully we'll be able to kill this guy before the death of Baleful. To be honest, I'm just going to stick with black magics now. 2 fires should do the job. And 1 more, yeah, and he's going down. There we go. That should be job done. Which means we can then progress to the Kilika temple itself. But not until I've rested and saved at the save point.
Yeesh.
Sorry about that. Hope to break you in a little slower.
Being a guardian's tiring.
You handle yourself pretty well. You got talent.
Hey. So, what are these Sinspawn anyway?
Fiends. They fall from Sin's body and are left behind in its wake.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
That moment when Waka told me I had talent in battle, I think that was when I started seriously considering becoming a guardian.
So we get our reward, and yeah, we get an ability sphere. So before I do anything else and progress, we are just going to go to Tidus here and throw on that haste ability. Otherwise I'm bound to forget later. I do want to just bring him into battle as well. Yeah, that looks good. So we're just going to head back to the save point quickly before we go on any further. Something I always like to do after a boss battle. And then we will proceed to the second Cloister of Trials. I did a tad, just a tad bit of grinding before that boss fight, before I started recording, but literally just for 5-10 minutes, just to grab a couple of hit point spheres.
So, they got fiends in Zanarkand too?
Just a few. It's a big deal when one shows up, though. Hey, since when have you believed me about Zanarkand anyway?
I've been thinking. Maybe people Sin gets to don't die. Maybe Sin carries them through time, like 1,000 years through time. And then one day, maybe they just pop back, see?
Amazing. Simply amazing. You make up one theory after another, refusing to face the simple truth. Sin didn't take Chappu anywhere. Sin crushed him and left him on the Jose shore. Your brother won't just pop back. Oh, and one more thing. No matter how much you want it, no one can take Chappu's place. No one can replace Sir Jekt, for that matter. And there's no replacement for Lord Braska, either. It's pointless to think about it. And sad.
I could never be what Chappu was. Well, stuff happens. Best not to worry.
Waka, Lulu, and Waka's brother, Chappu. Something had happened between them a long time ago. I was sure of it. Well, whatever it was none of my business, that's for sure. Best not to go there.
Right, so there's a few people we can talk to in a moment. Let's go another couple of cutscenes though it seems first. An introduction here to the temple itself. Okay, so you can talk to some of the people if you want to. None of them has really anything too interesting to say. But if you proceed further, then a group of blitzball players will approach us.
You here to pray for victory too?
Us? Pray? Who needs to pray? The Luca goers always win.
Oh yeah? Then why you here?
We've been praying for some competition this year.
So what's your goal this time? You gonna do your best again? Ha! It's too bad your best isn't good enough. Why even bother showing up?
This time, we play to win.
Ooh, play away. Just remember, even kids can play, boys.
See you in the finals!
We'll beat them. We have to.
You know that team?
Putting people down. They're as bad as my old man.
But Sir Jecht was a kind and gentle man.
Well, not my Jecht. Even 10 years after he left. Just thinking about my old man got me angry. But maybe that was just my way of keeping him... Nah.
Okay, so some top quality voice acting there from this Final Fantasy game. So we're going to start heading now into the Cloister of Trials, and we'll see what happens. Oh, we've got a couple of passages there, but I think we're just going to start heading down. Hey, looks like we've got another save point for Trouble. I guess I can save. Bit of dialogue to skip if the worst comes to the worst and I'll crash or something. And just going to say hello to some people.
Please, let Waka's prayers be heard.
Lord O'Holland, guide our feet.
A summoner, are you?
My name is Yuna, from the Isle of Besaid.
Donna? So, you're High Summoner Braska's daughter. That's quite a name to live up to. My. And all these people are your guardians? My, what a rabble. As I recall, Lord Braska had only 2 guardians. Quality over quantity, my dear. Whatever were you thinking? I have need of only 1 guardian. Right, Bartello?
I only have as many guardians as there are people I can trust. I trust them all with my life. To have so many guardians is a joy and an honor. Even more so than being my father's daughter. Of course, I would never think of questioning your ways either. So, Lady Donna, I ask of you, please leave us in peace.
You do what you want, Bartello, we're leaving.
A guardian is someone a summoner can rely on. Someone she can trust with her life. I wondered, did Yuna feel that way about me? What's she smiling about?
Okie dokie. So, we are pretty much now ready to enter. There's a couple of things that's going to stop us from doing so immediately, but nothing too major. So I think we'll pick up next time as we begin our journey into the Cloister of Trials. Until then, don't forget to rate this video up if you've enjoyed it, and by all means go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time, guys. More Final Fantasy X. Bye for now.